Yo, go, 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 go. What's going on, G-Dot family? It's your boy, G.TZ. Hold on, I think I seen the song. What? G. If you know where that's from, you know what I'm saying? We can be cool. But let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at YBoy G-Dot. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. The title's a little confusing, so we finna, you know what I'm saying?
In the family feud.
Street niggas, yeah, I keep them here with me. First they was tripping, now I think they feeling me. Rap niggas scared, they don't me up in the industry. Come get a feature, get it while the ticket. She jump on their ass, yeah, I know what them niggas.
Bitch in his side, she feeling me, hugging and kissing me like I feel it. Just for his pack and he can't get it back, so he better not come back to the village. I was in the trap trying to give me some racks, but I kept getting past, could flip it. Gone, let me get that and get that and get that. Everything get sent, I be tripping.
Somebody said something yesterday, I can't even recite. Cause yesterday is what it is, that ain't part of my life. My straighten up your life if you ain't
At the end of the day, all y'all street niggas out there that think that life is cool, think you the roughest, toughest gangster to ever walk the goddamn the streets, to ever live, to ever breathe, this is where you're gonna end up right here. In the casket. You're gonna end up in the goddamn casket with your homie standing over you crying, your family going broke trying to afford your goddamn funeral, and you ain't leave nothing behind. That's what happens. Get out the street.
right. Just ask yourself one question, what if you die tonight? Tomorrow ain't promised that out, that's just a part of life. If we just live in the die, don't need to sound right.
Motive in the murder of a Seabrook mother in front of her children.
As police continue the search for the suspect, we're learning they believe he killed the victim to avenge his brother's murder.
We say revenge don't have a date on it. This is a prime example of that. All on social media. A Texas man who won it, who's been on the run for almost 2 weeks. Case is currently going viral. This self-proclaimed rapper is accused of putting up a plot to avenge his half-brother's death by murdering the mother of the killer's child. But the thing is this man did it by having a relationship with this woman. So I really wanted to find out, to bring to you guys' attention. Why? Who was his brother? How did he lose his life?
Right.
I found the answer to both. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. It was October 4th, 2024, when the Seabrook Police Department responded at around 11:30 a.m. to a shooting at the T-Wood apartment complex at 2401 Reservoir Road. When officers arrived, they found the woman, later identified as Mary Jane Collins, 24, unresponsive. She died. It turned out she was actually stabbed. The Harris County Medical Examiner's Office determined that her death was ruled a homicide. 2 young children were inside the home at the time of the murder. Now, Mary Jane Collins, who, as we mentioned, 24 years old, lost the father of her child at just 20, 4 years ago, to the sister after this man got into an altercation in the middle of the street and was shot. But the real question is, was he shot in self-defense? It was a young man named Dewan Triplett, just 31 years old. Now, Dewan lost his life July 31st, 2020, after getting into an altercation with a female.
When you shoot the die, somebody said something yesterday, I can't even recite. Cause yesterday is what it is, that ain't part of my life.
That's crazy.
Straighten up your life if you ain't living right.
Got
As
the little
mentioned,
girl
this
there
incident
crying.
happened July 31st, 2020, at around 2 p.m. on the 1100 block of 3rd Avenue North. It was a Friday, and as mentioned, Dewan was shot while arguing with a woman in the street. According to the affidavit of the self-proclaimed rapper, who we'll later discuss, 2 men approached Dewan during the argument, drew guns out of their waistband, and shot Dewan, according to the affidavit. Dewan managed to drive away after being shot, but crashed his car after only about a block away, according to the police. He was found wounded inside the car and was DOA upon arrival. May he rest in peace, and love and condolences to his family. Now, the person who was held responsible, as we mentioned, is another self-proclaimed rapper who go by the name of Michael King, 21 years old at the time, now 24 going on 25, of Texas City.
Niggas scared, they don't me up in the industry. Come get a feature, get it while the ticket. She jump on their ass, yeah, I know what them niggas.
He has surrendered to police. According to the Texas City Police Department, he was charged with murder, but he did claim self-defense. He only got 12 years. And that's when the story get real interesting, and revenge started to take place by Dewan half-brother. Dawayline Hurst, the man that's currently on the run, he decided to get into a romantic relationship with Mary Jane, who, as we mentioned, happens to be the baby mother of Michael King, who's now currently incarcerated, serving 12 years for the demise of Dewan Triplett. But as we continue, let's get something understood. Dewan lost his life putting his hands on a female. 2 men had jumped in and shot him in return, and so they only got 12 years and not 25 to life. I mean, we are talking about Texas, but in Dwayne Hurst's eyes, he didn't care. Now, according to his criminal complaint, he been putting his hands.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. If you was beating a girl and then someone ended up jumping in and murking you because you was putting your hands on the girl, I don't feel bad. So I don't know why you feel a type of way. Like, maybe it's more to the story, but if your brother was really beating a girl and then someone else jumped in and popped him because he was tweaking, he was over whooping, I don't feel bad about that. This whole story is just taking a left turn.
On Mary Jane. And on October 4th, 2024, Mary Jane get a call from jail. Her baby father, Michael King. And guess who in attendance? Dwayne Hurst and Mary Jane, 2 kids by Michael. But according to the recent details of the criminal complaint, this pissed Dwayne off, even putting his hands on Michael kid to piss him off. Now, according to the criminal complaint, somehow this wasn't a regular phone call. This was a video call from jail. So Michael saw it all with his own eyes. Now, I know at this point, fam, y'all wondering, why did Mary Jane even talk to him? How does she not know that? I'm not quite sure, but I did find out when their relationship started. According to detectives, Hurst in June of 2024 sparked a relationship with Mary Jane, who is King's former girlfriend, as we mentioned, and the mother of their child. Now, police is alleging that Hurst was almost immediately abusive towards Collins. Even once, quote, that she showed up to her grandmother's house with a bite mark on her face and accused Hurst of being the perpetrator. She also showed pictures to her friends of the injuries she allegedly suffered at the hands of her boyfriend. The day of the murder, King apparently used a smuggled phone from prison, placed the FaceTimes to Collins. Hurst answered. He proceeds to taunt Kings and slap the child in the face, according to the affidavit. The child can be heard on the video crying, with Collins saying, "No, get away, baby. Get away from him," according to cops. The call had ended at around 10 a.m. It was the last time anyone saw Collins alive. May she rest in peace. And loving condolences to her family.
Shocking motive in the murder of a Seabrook mother in front of her children.
As police continue the search for the suspect, we're learning they believe he killed the victim to avenge his brother's murder.
ABC 13's Jessica Willey is here to break down the stunning revelation, all new at 10.
Seabrook police believe the murder of Mary Jane Collins on October 4th is linked to a man's murder 4 years ago, and that her accused killer, who is wanted tonight, got close to her ultimately in order to retaliate. Tonight, her family wants justice. They say she didn't deserve this. She was the mother of 2 children. What was supposed to be a fresh start at Unit 504 for Mary Jane Collins and her 2 sons ended tragically on October 4th. Accused murderer Dwayne Hurst is on the run as police lay out his alleged motive and brutality. According to court records, Hurst's brother was killed by Michael King in 2020. King had a son with Collins. When officers arrived at her apartment a week and a half ago, they found the boy and his brother peering out the window. Their mother's body lay nearby. She had been stabbed to death. Ring cameras captured Hurst leaving 30 minutes earlier. Court records state that Collins told friends about abuse and showed them injuries in the days before her murder, but that on October 4th, it escalated when King somehow made a video call to Collins from prison. Hurst was present and taunted King, court records state, before slapping King's young son, which was captured on the video. All of this to lead police to conclude that Hurst was, quote, motivated to revenge the death of his brother. Thus, he befriended, abused, and then murdered the victim, who was the mother of Michael King's children.
Are you telling me your brother was putting his hands on the girl, got smoked for it, so you decided the best course of action after that was to go get cool 4 years later, by the way, get cool with the killer's baby mama, abuse her, FaceTime the nigga while he in jail, beat his kids, and then murk his baby mama. And now you just ruined your life, and you probably gonna get the needle for doing that shit in Texas.